And welcome back to another edition of the Gamut Report with your host, Matt Hribar. And hopefully you've been enjoying the series. And I got two of my favorites in here today. I got Rusty and I got Jeezy J. How are you guys doing?
What's going on?
You guys are like my main clique. You guys are like my go-tos on a lot of important topics. Click. Exactly. And today is just as important as ever. Today we're talking about first dates. Specifically, first dates in the Tinder realm or any online dating app you'd like it to be. It could be Bumble. It could be...
Bumble is the wave of the future for sure.
It is.
Grindr.
It could be... Yeah. I was like, that's an app for gay men, so I don't know about if you're on that one, Jeezy J. But, yeah, so we can start off... At first, we can talk about...
Is that why it's not working for me?
You're like, shoot, I was caught. So let's talk about, like, location. Well, you know what? Let's even start even further. So... A profile. What do you expect on a good Tinder profile? Like, this is a profile that you want to go on a date with. What's in that profile? What's not in that profile?
Okay. For me, it's no words. Just because I'm not going to like them. Whatever it is. And your actual age and then where you actually went to college. Your actual job.
I have a very hard time believing.
Good pictures.
There's a lot of people who are like, they have their age, like, oh, I'm 20, I'm 26. Mm-hmm. And then they'll write, I'm actually not 26, I'm 16. And I'm like, there's no way that is like an accident. Like, are you trying to fool people into thinking that you're 26 when you're 16?
I do appreciate when people put, like, oh, that's my sister, or, like, that's my niece, like, in a picture, because it goes through everybody's mind, like, well, who are
when
these?
People hold a baby and you're like, oh,
hold a
my
baby,
God.
or there's, like, a super attractive girl or something, they're like, that's my sister, and everyone's like, oh, okay, well, lucky for her.
I can't do anybody now that I'm like older. I can't do anybody under 21. I
agree.
I can't fathom like taking someone on a date and I can't be like, oh, do you want to drink? And they'll be like, no.
When I was 20, I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm 20, like 20, 21. Now that like I'm past 21, it's like, shoot. Like,
it's not like a deal breaker, but I'm always just kind of like,
that's not a deal breaker. That should be a deal breaker. They're so young.
20 though?
I'm 22.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, sorry. I was like, we're all 23, almost 24 here.
We're like, this group is 25. Y'all nasty.
Like, you guys are all...
No,
okay,
Rusty and I are a little younger.
All right.
But I think I do agree it's not a deal breaker, but it's kind of weird to see like 20 and you're like, oh.
I won't go below 20 though, I don't think.
Yeah, 19, like you have to be like an old-looking 19-year-old to fool me.
Oh my gosh.
I said to fool me.
That's a freshman in college, dude.
That could be.
It's weird, man.
The next Steve Jobs. They don't have to be in college.
Guys, stop with the thoughts. I don't like it.
But like, I'm not saying.
I probably wouldn't go on a date with somebody younger than me.
So.
Oh, well, I mean that's different though.
So, but no words, really.
I like a
no description.
I mean, for me,
what about like a short one?
I'm on there for like a couple reasons, and it's like if I either. For me, in a bio, I either, like, the only reason I'm looking for is because I either want to in your face, and 90% of the time, if a guy has words written and I'm still attracted to them, depending on their words, it's a no. Because they say, or when they put quotes, like, from people that it's not true, I'm just like, thank you for letting me know that you're already a douchebag. So that's nice. But it just kind of, like, limits. I just feel like I'm always swiping, like, no.
See, like, I'll give an example of, like,
it's just
let me try and find a good example. Like, there was someone's profile, like, what swung me to swipe with them was because of what they said.
Yeah, like,
you know,
well, if you're not that attractive, then you need to put good words in there. Because then I've swiped more.
This person said beer connoisseur, coffee addict, world traveler, Netflix watcher, outdoors mechanical engineer.
Too much
list
already.
Lover. No, I like to me. It's
I just feel like that's like a normal average person in Ohio.
Okay.
I mean,
so my Tinder bio.
Okay.
And it's not the same as my Bumble one because I feel like Bumble's a little classier.
Bumble's classier.
Right,
but my Tinder bio literally just says, I can probably outdrink your dad. And a lot of people lead with questions about that. Like, girls message me on Tinder being like, oh, you really think you can outdrink my dad? And I'd be like, yeah.
I mean, I think that I do like a profile that can, like, just be something that you want to know more of. Like, mine is,
I like to leave the mystery. Like, they don't need to know.
I usually ask about, like, a picture maybe.
Mine is, and it's not too long, stereotype Libra, passionate, fun, and daring,
DJ,
DJ, writer, philosopher.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Even if you're a girl, I'm swiping no, dude.
What? Are you kidding? That's like six little things.
It's you, though. I love it, though. You should keep it.
It's good for you.
This is trash. This is straight fire dumpster.
No.
But it's you, and I love it.
It's just like what we look for. It's not... it's not.
I
don't know if we're the best people
I like when
in the
people
world
say this is my
also.
sign on. Like, I like that. It's just fun to me.
Astrology is
Okay, listen. I'm not gonna fight this right now. This is another podcast, but it's interesting. It gives you something to talk about. You know, it's like
I don't know. I've never talked about it.
Yeah,
but I've talked about it with other people.
Like,
so
I don't
maybe
know.
we're douches. So like, maybe
you
that's
guys are the
it.
kind of people who someone would be like, so my spiritual advisor today. He'd be like, like laugh in their face.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
laugh
like
in their
laugh
face.
in their face, but it would set off some.
I mean,
if you got a
that's what we're
spiritual
talking about,
advisor, you might have.
Yeah, if
I
you're
meant like
23,
psychic. Let me rephrase that. I meant like psychic.
Still, if you're 23,
Still, if you're going to a psychic
regularly,
yeah.
and you're 23,
I'm not going to a. What, you guys are like looking at me like you're concerned.
No,
like,
if you went to a psychic for any other reason than like, I
Just
wonder
do
what
it.
she's gonna say.
Yeah.
I think that you need to like kind of evaluate your life a little bit.
I don't know. I mean, I do believe in
the last
like
time,
spirits.
this is kind of funny. It's a short story about the last time I went to a psychic. It was actually with Erica, and we were in Chicago. We're like, let's just do it. And I go in there, and as soon as I walk in, she looks at my palm and she goes, "Did you just get out of a long-lasting relationship?" And I laughed my freaking ass off because I've never been in a relationship, so I'm like laughing even harder at that. And I like couldn't picture it. And Erica, because it was really weird, like where it was all, and we had to go up these weird steps and stuff. And she that's all she remembers. I was like, no, I was like, it was great. She like told me that I'm gonna like make a lot of money, which I'm like, hey, obviously. And I'm living in a basement.
Beautiful. That beautiful paycheck, like.
Yeah, beautiful paycheck. And then, but Erica went in and had a touching experience, but.
You were touched in the wrong
As soon as she said it wrong, she's like, "Oh, I mean," and I'm just like, "Sorry."
No, you
it's
can't.
Okay.
If you're a psychic, you can't be like, "Oh, I mean," but
yeah.
So wait, so what are some profile no-nos? So like, apparently astrology is a deal breaker.
If a guy has a picture with him and like a bunch of like cheerleaders, like that are from a team, I was like, okay, I get it. That's not something that should be. That doesn't make me want you at all. It makes me not want you.
What if they're like in a choir and it's a female like
No, I just
No, what you're saying is like like the Cleveland Browns cheerleaders.
Or
Do they
like
even
the
have
Playboy
cheerleaders?
Bunnies. I'm sure they do.
So like when
like
they're utilizing
it's
like the
pretty
girls
much
for
like
a
these,
photo.
type of thing. Like
I could.
That's like me putting a picture up of a celebrity, me and them.
Another thing that kills me, I don't know if it kills you guys, it's when people post photos that like aren't even of any humans whatsoever.
Oh,
it's like here's a photo of a truck
or a meme.
Here's a photo of like this.
Or it's all of their cute dog, and the last one you're like, oh, that's why you built up with the dog.
Well, here's the thing, I am so pro. Like, take a photo with you and your dog. Show a photo of you and your dog, but don't have your profile be your dog. Like, it's like I'm not dating your dog. I'm not trying to hook up with the dog.
I think it can't all be like pictures of just you either, though.
I agree.
I want there to like you to show me that you like interact with people. Like, I don't want to see like pictures. My biggest pet peeve with the female community is they will sit in like their bedroom and just like take pictures of themselves. Like, I look good today.
I'm not a big selfie guy. I agree.
No, and I'm not saying.
No,
I'm not saying like that's.
I changed my default to that, and it was just because I was looking really good that day. But it is totally in my childhood bedroom.
No, but what I'm saying, it's like that's
childhood bedroom.
That's not
that's
like
a good pickup line. Be like, you like this childhood bedroom of mine? Come on over.
but like you've come across that Tinder profile, like. That is the person who obviously sat down and tried to take pictures for Tinder.
Oh,
okay, I will agree.
Shot.
No, that's what I mean. But like, there are people who like sat down and like,
it's
they're
very
wearing like the same clothes in like 3 different pictures.
It's like either you ran for
More. I would say probably more girls than guys do that for sure.
They try and
change. So many pictures of themselves. Just switch it up.
No, see that you
because I've seen where the guys have. You can tell it's from their like Mac laptop, and they're like. And she's like, well, at least you tried. It's better than putting up.
No, like to me, it's like
see,
go
I
out
will
and
never.
take a photo.
None of my pictures on my Tinder are.
Have never been because I wanted to put them on Tinder. They've always just
not
been
even
pictures
that.
I'm like, they're fun, whatever.
No,
put them up.
My pictures have never been ones that I've like taken of myself. They're all like
they're group.
They're all
like group.
Well, group pictures or just like candid pictures that people have gotten of me.
Little landscape.
If your default is a group shot, unless your group is all hot, it's a no. Because I know you're the ugliest
I forget what's on my
No,
Tinder.
I disagree. Sometimes a group photo puts in perspective. It puts how hot you can be in a group.
Actually, I have messaged guys and asked about somebody in the group a few times. And they get excited and I feel bad. And then I'm like, it's not ballsy. It's just like, dude, like, they're probably the one. He was like, oh, he's going to find this amazing. I was like, oh, well. He's gonna find me amazing. And
critique
he was married
my
and lives
Tinder
in
profile.
Oh, is your lead the one with you with the beard?
Yeah.
That's a very good photo. It's like, but that you didn't ask for that photo.
All right, these are good.
That photo was not you.
Actually,
prepping.
I take it back. There is one that is a selfie on there, but I like it.
This one is. It has your man bun in it. See, that would. I don't know. That would
the man bun's gone
weird.
though.
See, the man bun is gone.
Girls don't know that.
Let me see. Wait, what photo?
This one. I don't.
Oh, but that's like kind of different though. That's like that's not like a selfie
one.
Per se. Like that's like.
But
like
the other ones are
kinda...
all perfect for Tinder.
That's what I'm saying.
But the last one freaks me out. I'm gonna be honest.
I think another red flag to me.
Mine, I can't even. He would freak out if he saw mine.
Another red flag to me is like when like the bio is like very innately sexual. Like it's
really?
like I'm on here for sex. It's like wow,
like
that's
that's
so forward.
Yeah,
but
it's like I'm aware.
Like I don't say that like guys don't do it because I am a firm believer that like men are like some of the worst people on earth. Like like there's
that casual 49% of the earth. They're just some of them are just terrible.
but like some of them
they
suck.
Are.
Like white dudes are creepy as
And
but so like
no offense to the white dudes listening currently. There's
no,
two on the talk
all
show right now.
offense to white dudes listening right now. You're probably creepy. Sorry.
You could be a better person.
Coming from two white dudes too. So
but like,
we're very self-aware.
3 white people, we should say.
Oh my
like,
God, this is
I
too
think
Caucasian.
that just like, I think that it's probably like I don't know. I've never been like messaging a girl on Tinder and be like, hey, you want this?
Well, okay. See, in my experiences, if a guy has a big they mention it before I even think about it, type of thing, and then it's like, okay, so, or it's like I'm completely turned off.
I think white men are the least likely to be forward because I think they're kind of scared. They're like a little mama's boy.
Of what?
They're
world
not
made for them? Like
yeah,
they can only
I would
succeed?
agree. I
like
think
I
that they
just like when I'm messaging somebody on Tinder, I like don't really care what their opinion is of me, but I still am. I'm not gonna be like, let's have sex. Like no.
Oh, okay. Well,
like,
for my Cavs story, when the Cavs won, they had like the 3rd, 4th stringers were like, "Hey, guess what? We were just world champions." I was like, "Were you even at the game?" And they're like, "No." And I'm just like, "Well," and his responses were all just like only about himself, like one-worded and stuff, and nothing. I was just like,
and this sounds really bad too. If you were sending me one-word messages, you are gonna be one word out the door.
Yeah.
Like
so,
seriously, it's
I'm from Buffalo, right? Okay. And one of my friends was in Massachusetts. Like just on Tinder, and she matched with a player from the Patriots. And if you don't know, Bills and the Patriots, they just don't get along.
Okay.
And this dude messaged her, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" She straight up just lit this guy up. She's like, "Is it a problem if I'm a Bills fan?" And the dude just stopped messaging her back.
Well, yeah.
It was the
sense.
running back for the Patriots, LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount put you on blast, kid.
Oh my God.
I'm sure he's matched with other ladies.
Yeah.
Jay and we did a music video about this very phenomenon. It's
what?
Remember Sorry Mama, I Love a
Oh
Republican?
my God.
Oh my God.
That is a deal breaker. If
Republicans for you is a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's that because my mom gave me a few rules starting in life. Nobody not military.
What? She said that?
Not military?
Yeah, none. I can't date anybody in the military.
Why?
Oh, I thought you said not military. I was like, you need to be dating some dude in the military? That sucks.
No, I heard,
That's very limited population.
Oh,
no, I heard not.
And then no Republicans.
Why? So why was it? Is she just?
I think the military thing is something maybe like she's like low key protect me about I don't know being lonely or whatever.
I'd be
I have no
a great
idea.
army husband.
But
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well,
wait at home.
and like the Republican thing,
out the widow's peak.
it's just
Widow's
weird
watch,
in my
buddy.
house.
Oh, widow's watch.
But it's not. It just depends. Like I've gotten less. Like I'm more open-minded to Republicans, but then they're themselves. It all comes out.
To
and
me,
we just don't. It's not going to be a thing.
To me,
like, we have different outlooks on how we view people and money and everything.
See, I don't get along with either Democrats or Republicans, so I can't be picky.
To me, it's
but
like.
don't you identify as one or the other?
No.
No, Dan's
I'm
Rusty's a free baller.
staunchly against the political party system.
I understand
what a
that,
rebel.
but there's a certain type of thinking that I'm like, I just would rather not. Like,
I wrote a
spend...
15-page paper about why the two-party system is the reason America sucks.
No, I agree.
But
with
I'm
that.
saying like it does help you identify with like how somebody thinks about.
But like,
certain
what
things
about
in
like,
life.
what if it's like
It does,
a socially
So that's
liberal?
what
What
I'm
if it's like a
saying.
socially liberal Republican who's physically conservative?
then they're probably not an actual Republican and are shunned by the Republican community.
It sounds like their parents are Republicans then. Because I've met some of the people like that, which I get.
But what do you
think?
I mean, does that make
that though? A lot of people who say that are they say that because they don't actually understand politics very well. They don't understand issues, and maybe that's just me being cynical.
With your 15-page paper.
Yeah. I studied political
16.
science in college. Yeah, but it's like from my experience, also like people who say they like Donald Trump because they don't like Hillary Clinton. That's just people who like Donald Trump but are too scared to admit that they actually like Donald Trump saying they like Donald Trump.
And that's a no to you on the Tinder scale.
Well, that
is a no to me on Tinder scale.
I have been on dates where I'm like, if he became the candidate, which like now he is and stuff, but at the time they were like, then I would vote for him because that's my party. And
party loyalty is a little strange.
Yeah, no, it is a thing in America.
The two-party system is broken.
Now, if someone on Tinder said Harambe for president,
I would immediate right swipe, like, 100%. Like, please get in my mouth. I was actually
looking at the Cincinnati Zoo Twitter, and every tweet that they've tweeted for like the last like month or two, everyone's responses have been about Harambe. And I was like, to like be on the social media team, for like imagine being like the Cincinnati Zoo.
Did you see they saved Harambe's sperm so they can breed Harambe?
Oh my god. But like they'll like the one tweet today was, look at this turtle with 8 vertebrae. No other mammal has 8 vertebrae. And then the first response was, Harambe loved vertebrae. I'm like, just imagine being like the social media head of Cincinnati Zoo and just being flooded with like literally just like the amount of, I guess, social pain and just, you know.
There was a petition to change the name of the Cincinnati Bengals football team to the Cincinnati Harambes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It's just funny to me.
I love
that
memes.
would be,
the internet is
that would be like the
lit.
easiest job in the world turned so hard because like what, you know, like back then it'd be like, oh, like here's a duck and like, you know, 2 retweets, 3 favorites, and now it's like anything you tweet, like they even tweeted there was like, can this one plant species survive? And then someone goes, Harambe didn't. Like, I'm like, this is just, like, I feel like I'd be so overcome. Imagine meeting someone on Tinder who's like, I work for the Cincinnati Zoo's Twitter account. And you're like, this person's been through a lot.
Yeah. I'm going to throw you a right swipe just because I want you to be happy.
Take this pity match.
I'm trying to think of something that like somebody does on a first date and you're like, and this is done.
Oh, so like red flags on the date.
Yeah.
That's a good one. When someone gets way too intimate, like even if we're doing like a great time and they go, so that's when my mom passed and then my dad got cancer and then the dog died and then like my uncle like had this.
Yeah, that's never happened to me.
I'm like, save that for like date 3.
Like,
I think I don't know.
Big red flags for me is if you can't stay off your phone. Like
I've never been on my phone on a date.
But like,
I'm not on my phone on a date.
People do that? I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Like I can see like people like, you know, you bang out a quick text message or something, that's fine. But if you cannot physically be off your phone, and like I've held conversations with people like, and I don't want to say they weren't like I think they were still like paying attention to me, but they were like so like millennial like ingrained.
Well, it's just like if they don't want to be in front of, especially if it's the first time meeting, like that's so rude. It's like, okay, whatever you don't like, then you should just go.
Yeah. Well, like that's not. And like I said, like
we're so used to things being like quick. I'm not saying us as like, but like millennial generation, we're so used to things being like kind of quick and ready and prepared and like and so to have like a long date, I feel like that's a lot for people because like
I've had
45 minutes of focus
dates.
onto one person.
Yeah.
Even 45.
I can't do like some. Long, like that's half the reason I hate first dates because they always are like weirdly long.
Dude, well here's the thing. My longest has been 3.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd kill myself.
Los Arcos.
Oh, mine tops that, doubles it at least. I'm pretty sure it was like a 6 to 8 hour first date.
What was that? What date
was
this?
It was my first Tinder match ever. It was a great day, but it was like the type of thing where I was like, this is never gonna happen again, but this guy is really hot, so I'm okay with it. But we did a lot of things that day. Oh, that sounds bad. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant like.
I know what you meant.
We got food, and I got to ride a motorcycle
for the first time. We skipped through fields.
We went hiking and like Mohican and stuff.
We went to the coral reef.
But I met his mom too.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, it was weird because he literally was like, oh, this is Jeezy J. I'm sorry, I did not say that. He was like, this is blah, blah, blah. And she goes to John Carroll. isn't that great, Mom? And she's like, uh-huh. Like, it was just very, like, judgmental. You could just tell, like, she was just, like,
She knew what the business was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was, like, the 19th girl that this, like, guy has brought home to his mom.
Oh, my God. This is a really good question.
It was really
So let's say you officially start dating someone. When is the time period when they first meet the family?
Well, I have never had a girlfriend meet my parents.
What would you say?
Never once.
It depends where you're at.
I've never had anyone in
either
the boudoir who have met the family. But I think to me, it'd probably have to be like 4, 5, 6 months. Honestly, like
it
would need to be a long time.
No, dude, I would need
to meet the
like,
family.
Yeah, I don't care
like
about your
2
family
years?
Unless you're like 2 years. I think I'll know pretty fast if I'm gonna want to be with them.
That's true.
If it's been
agree.
like 8 months and like Christmas comes around, I feel like you have to
like you just meet them. It's nice when it's casual.
I don't think it'd be like a planned thing. Like you need to meet my parents by this amount of time.
If you think about it, if you're living in like another city away from your families, both of you, like then you'd have to be a planned thing. But
like I met my sister's boyfriend. They were dating for like a month and a half. Like, which to me, I'd probably be like, that's too early for me. But my sister and her boyfriend.
But me meeting my siblings, it's like nothing. Like when I meet friends, significant others, it's like, oh, okay, it doesn't.
Your
mean
mom
much.
has a checklist for you, so.
Well, I don't. I think at this point they'd be happy with anything.
like a sea slug walks in the room.
Yeah, they're like, all right.
So what's any other red flags during the date? So you mentioned kind of.
The last one I went on, he had like a voice that was like.
Like a squeaky voice?
Maybe a lisp. Oh. I don't know. It was something, and I was just like thrown off completely.
You were spinning circles.
Well, it was just more like because he just seemed like he might not like girls. So I was just like, okay, this has never happened before.
That's definitely like a red flag.
I was on a date with a girl who like legitimately couldn't stop talking about her job.
What was her job?
She was an admissions counselor at a school that will remain nameless. It's not John Carroll.
I know, I figured as much.
But she was like, yeah.
Right.
To quote that last like 10 seconds, me and Jeezy J were doing our hand motions.
No, but
she was like,
she literally couldn't stop talking.
So
it wasn't even whining. She was like telling stories about her job, and I was like, honey.
People who overly love their job,
we're just overly talking about it. I know. I have a friend like that.
I was just like, honey, like, your job isn't that interesting.
Yeah.
Like
you're like, boom.
Like, you read,
college applications.
Look at some ACTs.
Yeah, like I worked at John Carroll's admissions department. Like I know how this works. Like it's not that entertaining.
I hate when they don't ask any questions about me. Like, I've been on dates, and, like, I'll, like, mention, like, oh, like, you're the youngest, like, so am I. Like, we have that in common. And I was, like, try to hint at, like, what else we might have in common and stuff. And they'll just, like, keep talking. And, like, the last one, he told me all about his family. He even told me that his mom said that he has to be careful who he marries because his family has so many heirlooms. And his mom's afraid that the girl's going to take half of these heirlooms, and I'm like,
oh my god! First of all, the world heirloom is the most pretentious thing you can say.
And
yeah,
it's
what
the
is
first
it, like a dowry?
Like, what the heck? I'm not even.
She's gonna steal the hand painted periwinkle china.
Like, I'm sure I don't want the bow tie that your grandfather wore in the war.
This is the first war.
Yeah,
this is,
the first war.
I'm sure
back
it's
when
like
my great granddaddy was a caveman. This was the rock he used to propose to his then cave wife.
I've had people say stuff that's like low key racist, and then
what do they say?
And it's just you're just like, ooh. Well, this one guy, he was so attractive. He was a Republican, but he was really nice when we talked about it on our first date. Because I had a feeling. So sometimes when stuff is going too well, I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna drop a little, just like, just to see if it's in common or not. And I was like, there's no way we like think similarly about that
so
stuff.
you go through like a little test with them.
A little just like a probe question.
What was the racist comment?
He was talking and he was like, I mean, I wouldn't hire anybody like who isn't like me at my job. And he's like tall, white, and outgoing. And I was
like,
wait, ooh,
what?
Hey, what was his job? Like I could see that.
He worked in finance.
Okay, I was gonna say like if he was like.
That makes it not okay.
No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying like I was saying like
sure, but like if he was like
oh my god, like that kind of is a stereotype.
I am in charge of like the white tall people's club. I could be like, yeah, you should not hire anybody that's not white and tall.
No, but I mean what I meant was that's like a stigma against like the business community because they do deal with like a lot.
He's like, I've never seen any of that in my job. Like I've never seen any like black people or anything, and I'm just like, and this is exactly how
I would have cartweeled out of the room, like get me out of here.
In a
bad cartwheel. It would have been a sad cartwheel.
I think you think, but then later that night we were talking and stuff like that. He's like, well, what you said was racist, and I was just like, and what I said was, I was like, I felt like white guys in college had to have like 14 beers in their system to drop any personality in conversation, and then by 14 beers, that's not your personality. They just all, for me, I just felt like they all like just like looked at the ground or like were just walls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I get that.
No, I would agree.
We openly say that white people suck, dude.
No,
I hate white people.
I'm gonna rename the podcast. White people suck.
Stop.
No, I do.
No.
I do think white people suck. I think white people are a big part of the problem, but
I think it just has to do with you need to be more conscious, and that goes for I think a lot of people, not just white people, but I feel like it's definitely it's very hard I think for people to think about it.
Okay, so here's something that would be a red flag, but like I had to do it at one point. Talking about your ex, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
So I was on this date with a girl from Tinder, and lo and behold, one of this like crazy ex-girlfriend I had just like happened to be at like the same concert we went to. Like I had like concert tickets. It was like a perfect thing. Like I'd been talking to this girl on Tinder for a few days, and like one of my friends bailed on a concert, and I was like, "Do you want to go with me?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then this chick just shows up. And then I have to she's like, oh, is that one of your friends? I was like, no, I actually really don't like her that much. And she goes, oh, what's the deal there? And I was like, I can't not tell you.
Yeah, no, that's different though. It's not like you brought her up
so speaking of, this delicious restaurant meal, my ex-girlfriend,
it's not like you were looking for something to bring her up. That's fine.
Well, people who talk about their exes in a large amount, it's like you're not over them. Like if literally half the meal is.
But if you run into them at the thing,
I know.
I'm
just saying if half the meal's so Ben, he was really cool, but Ben. It's like, you're not over Ben. Like, you need to, get over Ben before you can date other people. It's just the truth.
Favorite, first dates from apps are ones that aren't at bars and that don't have to do with food. Like, I've gone, rock climbing for a first date. We did, the park thing and, went out on a motorcycle.
I feel like that goes really well or really poorly.
See, that's what I'm saying. I like the bar thing because it gives both of us an out.
Yes.
It gives both of us, if this isn't going well, we can cash this at 45 minutes.
45 minutes to me is the minimum.
I've never left before the check comes because I feel like you can't just leave.
Well, no, but
at a bar,
I'm kind of the person where I'll come on and say this isn't really.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I'll be yeah, this is I won't be yeah, you suck, but I'll just be this kind
Or you don't.
Are you ready for this?
This is the most.
This is the most.
I was just yeah, I got some stuff.
This story is terrible. I'm gonna look terrible at this story. So I pick up this person who I'm gonna call Data because the person did a lot of data. So I pick up Data. I don't know why I had to pick up Data, but I pick up Data. Coffee shop. It was literally a 15-minute ride, but there was traffic. So literally 5 minutes in this 15-minute ride, but traffic, so 10 minutes.
I'm surprised they agreed.
And I could tell.
For you to pick them up.
It was just weird. It was I felt like I was Miss Frizzle with the Magic School Bus.
People have offered. I'm like, no, God.
It was weird, but anyway, it was I was looking past it. We're just talking, and I just knew I was like, this isn't I have a very good is this gonna work radar? I can probably. Give me 10 minutes and I'll know are we meant to date? Are we meant to not date? Are we meant to be friends?
Oh yeah.
No. I pick up people's personality
I feel
really
one or
quickly.
2 dates sometimes.
No, give me 10 minutes, and that sounds
really bad.
Unless
I don't like them.
Anyway, this
was
definitely.
Are you attracted to these people at all, guys? Because I feel at least if you're if it's not gonna go anywhere, you're it's gonna go somewhere though.
Wait. I'll let you finish,
just
real quick.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Real quick. When they don't look like their Tinder profile. That's why you always catch the Snapchat, dude. You always catch the Snapchat.
And also people
throw
that at me, they're hey, you want to snap? And I'm this is our way to test the waters.
Yeah, I don't like the snap always. Because I don't wear makeup every day at all.
See, I'm always flawless, so, I'm kidding.
So back to this trip. You're gonna
go
die.
Ahead. Tell me what you did with this.
So I'm
guy.
I know this isn't happening. I just know. So we're just driving to the coffee shop. And
did you Uber him home?
No, okay. You are throwing facts in there. Let me tell the story of Data.
Okay.
So Data's sitting there in the passenger. I'm driving, And I don't know who brought it up. It's one of us was like, yeah, sometimes you go on a date and you just know it's not going to work out.
He said it or you?
Someone said, I forget, but here's what I remember saying. I go, yeah, I have the same ability. And there was silence. Like, silence. I feel like the radio itself had, like, turned itself off. And then I picked up my phone and go, oh, no, my roommate, needs blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, like, we'll have to cut the date short. And it was, like, a mutual, like, we both knew. Like, I want to...
We both knew what you did.
I think Data knew that, like, this was our out. Like, this was the out. Like, it was
That's
a fabricated...
why I like it.
It was a very good, like...
But you had to drive him home, right?
I mean, I circled the block.
Wait, you didn't even go to the coffee?
We did not go to the coffee shop. This was in the car ride to the coffee shop.
Oh, my gosh.
And we, like, I knew... Data knew. Yeah. And, like, it was just... And it's awkward for a hot second because you're like, you just
sometimes you feel the instant rejection.
You feel bad, like, and it's like, but if it's like mutual, it's like, well then like we have better things to be doing. Like we could be on Tinder right now trying to meet someone who's more our thing. But
that's like going back to your point about the bill. Like if I'm gonna tell a girl like, yeah, this isn't gonna work out, I will like cash the bill. Like I'll be like, you can go like. I will buy your drinks. Like, thanks for like coming to meet me. Like, it was great to meet you.
Nice.
But like,
I think it's a guy.
I'm not gonna make you like pay for your own drinks though. Like that doesn't.
Well, I feel bad because like it's expected. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, like guys are expected to pay, but
well,
then I'm like, but guys are paid more than women. Guys like are kind of like that's like a tax.
At our age,
if someone offers, and I'm not like, say the date ends, just normally.
I always offer like a hella offer when the date sucks. Like I'm like no, like we should split this because we're never seeing each other again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
do you think the least interested party
is over like mutually? It's not like me being like, hey, get out of my face.
Yeah.
I will like if they offer, I'll be like, yeah, sure, do whatever you want. Like I'm not trying to like I don't know what your feeling is. Maybe you're like a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and you'd get offended about me paying your drinks. But like if I'm telling you to like get out of my face, I'll feel like I feel bad kind of. So I'll be like, don't worry about it. I got your drinks. Like thanks.
I think it's nice though. I don't think I've ever paid for a first date, but I've definitely paid for dates. But that's because.
And like, what about like the location of the date? Like, I remember. I think it was actually a second date, so it wasn't a first date. But like, second date is not like it's not worlds away from a first date.
But it's more exciting.
The bill was like $90.
Oh shoot!
Because it was a very and the person was like, well, I'm the one who's making more money. I was like, I'm a college student. They're like, I have a job, like a big boy.
Was it?
And it's just like I didn't like. I was like, oh my god, like I felt bad. Like I wasn't even trying to rack up the bill.
I always wonder.
I always feel bad when like the bill is like hefty.
Yeah.
And like there's some people who are like, I don't care if the bill's $200, like I'll pay it. Or like some chicks or guys who are like, yeah, you could pay this bill and I feel fine about it. Like to me, it's like.
Oh, I hate when people pay for things for me.
Yes, I hate that. Like unless it's like a small thing, unless we're really close. Like if it's like, oh, I'll buy you Eat at Joe's, like $4. Yeah, you could throw $4 and it wouldn't be like the end of the world. But like if you're throwing down money for me like that, I don't know. I feel bad.
Side note: when people's parents buy stuff for you, it drives me insane.
Oh, I just like I would rather not know, though. But I like when it's like hinted at. Like my first Tinder date, I was like, he ordered something and he was like, "Do you want another drink?" I was like, "Oh no, I like I've already had two." Like, I mean, that's kind of like expensive. I don't need to do that. And he's like, "Oh, my dad's a cardiologist. Like, I'm not paying for this." And I was like. He's like, whatever you want.
That to me is a turn off.
Like,
yeah, I would be like, you're kind of an asshole.
Your dad's paying for this date?
It was just like, I was like, so
like,
should I thank
what?
your dad?
Yeah.
Should I your dad then?
Does your dad deserve this? Love him.
Like,
this goody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Since I was a kid, like, since I was like able to get my first job, my parents were like, "Well, you're on your own now, buddy. Like anything you, I mean,
you're
like
roommates with your parents."
Not that, but like anything that was like. If like I wanted to go to the movies, if I wanted to get like ice cream, like
anything that was not offered to you by your parents became
I
would never dream of asking my parents for money. So like I don't know how some people have like the stones to be like, Dad, can you pay for my date? Like no.
Well, it's just I think they're different. They're given a credit card and it's like you can pay for what you need to. It's probably. I mean, I don't know how I would be if I was financially able to do that for my kids.
I mean, unless you're like a 13-year-old girl who's like going abroad on a plane, like I'm going to France, like for I don't know, like a school trip, like when you went to Chili's with your school, like That's when you get daddy's
Throwback
credit
Thursday.
card. Throwback to
God.
an old podcast. But that's when you get daddy's credit card. You don't get daddy's credit card for being 24, 26 and taking a girl out to dinner.
Well,
I still feel like a dude
talking-
shouldn't have daddy's credit card at all.
Well, guys, I'm talking about this is college. This is right after college, and he had a year left, but he was my age.
No,
I mean,
still.
I don't know.
Even in college.
It was just in my brain how
I
he
would
looked
take
at
if
money.
I literally didn't have that much money and I really want to take you on a date, then we'll go to frickin' Denny's.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, not Denny's.
I mean,
but
I wouldn't take a
like-
girl to Denny's, but I also, if I didn't have any cash, I wouldn't offer to take you on a date. Honestly,
which is probably
Or
sad.
I would suggest a date that didn't cost money.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, actually,
let's go
no,
to the
that's
park.
No,
Let's
that actually is a red flag. When people say,
Really?
"Let's go to a park for a first date," no. Like, what is this? Some kind of like weird horror movie where you're gonna kill me in the
I guess
park?
it just depends on like what it is. I guess
Well, like for Tinder dates, they like tell people to
public, right?
like meet in public.
Yeah.
Like don't.
Yeah,
so
but some
like.
parks
I've
are
had
like
people be like, "You should come over and watch
forests.
the game and we'll order food." And I'm like, "No, I'm a girl. Like, do you know how much like pressure's already put on me? Like,
Yeah.
you should be like any girl that meets up on these apps. Like, you should be thanking them because we get shamed
I
constantly."
think honestly, a first date that's at a home or an apartment, like starts there or
Yeah.
is
I've
there.
had
It's just-
someone
that's not-
like drive to my house and like I like didn't like they didn't come into my house. I like came out and then like I drove us to dinner because
That's
it
not
was
weird.
it was the concert.
Yeah,
Because
that makes
it
sense.
was
okay,
like
Because you have to carpool to a
yeah,
concert.
yeah, and it was like she lived at X college, which was far as shit away.
I feel like this is like one of those math problems, and they're like X college is
No.
across
But
from Y
like,
college.
so she like drove to my house and like I drove to the concert venue.
Okay.
Because like
Yeah.
I didn't want to get like picked up. It's like
Yeah. No, I get that.
toot.
Well,
Yeah.
I went on a date in like Little Italy, and he lives like literally walking distance from where we're going. He's like, "There's parking at my place. If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to park here." And
Well,
I
that
was
makes
like,
sense.
"Oh, since you said it like that, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine." And he was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Why are you?" Why are
Yeah.
you
Now you're,
questioning
like,
that?
doubting
Should
it.
I
was
not be
like,
sure?
Should
Okay,
I
that's
not
what-
be sure?
And
But
like
it went fine.
I'm very indecisive, but like when people like when you kind of like say something like that and like it goes back and
I
forth,
thought
it's
of
weird.
something.
It's weird.
I hate when I don't know if it's like a sign or something, but when people are like, I mean, if you don't want to go on another date with me, it's okay. I understand.
Oh, this
I
happened to
understand.
you recently. You were
Yeah,
saying
it
that.
No,
does.
like
It makes
you
me-
have to be confident in yourself. If you think it's going well, you have to be confident in yourself.
But
I
if you
threw
don't
that.
think if you do that, it makes me think you don't want me to say
That's what I'm
it. So I'm
saying.
like, oh,
like if
okay.
if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, they don't want to go on another date
Yeah.
with me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
they're confident that they don't
Yeah.
want to go on another date with me.
Like, well, we don't
but
really
then
have
But
to,
you don't know,
you know?
and stuff. Like, you don't know. Because the last one, he pulled that, like, at the end, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he mentioned that it was his first Tinder date, too, so I was, like, extra confused. And he seemed, like, way
Seems
innocent.
like a loaded gun.
It was just,
honestly.
like, a mess.
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I haven't been on a Tinder date in so long though.
They-
I know, and you took all your Tinder dates to the same location.
To
Isn't
the
that right?
same
Rusty.
Why
bar.
would you do that? What did the bartenders think?
The bartenders were on my game by the third one. I went on 6 Tinder dates.
6?
All at the
6.
same bar.
All at the same
What
bar.
was
So-
the time span? Like a month?
Yeah, like a
month?
Like 6 weeks probably.
Oh, 6
like
weeks?
6 weeks.
Jesus.
It's like a month and a half.
I work quickly.
Clearly,
Oh, I guess that when you're not
clearly,
getting
that's one
the
a week. That's like a
second
like a
dates,
mini
then it
series
goes
over
fast.
there.
I went on one. No, I didn't go on one second date. I asked for one second date,
And she said
and like no, plans just fell through. It wasn't that she said no. Maybe she was like avoiding like
Yeah.
saying no, but
Maybe.
I didn't ask for any other ones.
Did they ask?
No.
Oh.
But like I kept talking to 2 of them, and like I think they like hinted at plans, and I was just like too busy being stupid and drunk probably to be
Aw.
like woo. I was like, I'm going to dive bar.
Oh, my God. Why would you do
Throwback
that when
Thursday.
there's like guaranteed texting you?
But Dan's
I
not the kind of
enjoy the
individual.
chase.
Dan
Through
is
the
not
chase.
like.
You're telling them to stop chasing. That's not a chase.
Sometimes
If
gotta
somebody
run
tells me
around.
No,
No,
I'm
gotta
like,
run
okay,
around
I'm
a
gonna
little
leave
bit.
you
No,
alone.
seriously. Even in like my actual dating life, where like I meet somebody and like get their number and
Yeah.
like do this, like if it's very apparent right from the rip that they're interested in me, I'm like, oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I get
it
that,
is.
though,
I don't. You know what? That is weird.
any
Is like
guy
when they're
that's
really interested. Like, oh, we have so much in common. I'm like, we are on a first date, so no, we do not have this like spiritual connection that is like nirvana. So
I don't enjoy the, like, I enjoy like the courtship kind of
You're
nonsense.
like old-fashioned a little bit, like a little bit, like in some way.
But like, I don't know. It's just like, I guess it's like if it's a girl that I'm like attracted to, but like physically, but not necessarily like their personality. Like as soon as like I feel that like mutual attraction, I'm like done. Like no, sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
You know what's another?
That sounds like you're afraid of like
I need
the low-key commitment too. Like you're afraid of the hookup.
No, I'm terrified of all commitment.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
If someone tries to attach their strings, it's like whoa, like Matrix.
Okay, for me, what I've realized recently, because this guy at work had asked me out 3 times, and I was like, dude, we've been working together for a year now. If I wanted to do anything with you, trust me, it would have been done in the first month of meeting you.
Listen, we're like 12 months deep.
I was just like, it's 7:30 in the morning. You do not need to be hitting
There is
on
an
me
expiration date. Like if you've been friends for like a large amount of time,
no,
rarely.
that's not true.
I think that like
no shot.
Like,
we were not friends. We worked together.
But
like
there's a lot of examples of like the Jim Halpert
Pam
Pam office, like they're friends for like 3-4 years. That happens, but I feel like after a certain point of like long amount of friendship, you're just like you're almost like family. If it's good friendship, if it's like acquaintanceship, that's different.
See that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like friendship, like
it depends on the.
I feel like all of us kind of keep like a small circle. So like friendship is
like real friends.
That's what I'm saying.
And then
like
you have like the.
Yeah, you got your buds,
you have like your circle of friends, and then you have like your like friends.
Like we're having a party, but be there.
Yeah. Like people like you don't text every day. Friends.
Yeah.
So like those people, like those don't text every day people. You can make that happen for sure.
Yeah, no, but that's more of like an acquaintance than a friend. I don't know. It's
back to what he was saying. Anytime somebody's like hit on me blatantly, like first, unless it was intern in New York City, different.
I remember that.
Other than that, I've always been immediately like completely turned off. I like the hunt and like the kill, and then I want to get rid of it. And then I want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what's another thing I hate? It's when people like are like so eager for the first date. They're like, when are we having our first date? Like, I want to meet you. And it's like,
oh really?
Calm down. I hate that.
Oh god, I do that.
Please
like,
stop.
There's a difference between like, oh, like let's go on a date. Like, there's like a casual let's go on a date versus like when. Like to me,
because
like I'm
boys don't respond to questions. Like they're like. They'll be like, oh, yeah, I can't Friday. I was like, what about Saturday? And then they're like, I can't Friday. I was like, that doesn't answer my next question.
Not even that, though. Like, the pressure to, like, have a first date, like, you know, a couple days. Like,
once they
we've been talking for 3 days. It's like,
I've
can we just talk for, like, a
meeting.
week? Or, like, can we talk for, like, I don't know, like, even a week and a half or 2? Like, just,
I hate talking long.
I don't know. To me, it's like, if you can't.
I hate it.
To me, if you can't text a week.
If you can't text a week. Or snap with me.
You can't text a week without going on a first date.
I do not like that.
I don't know.
It's cute.
I'm not even a good texter.
I catch the Snapchat within 24 hours, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm like...
Oh, my gosh.
I do it under the pretext of like I want to like my pretext is like I want to know if you look like your pictures on Tinder.
Okay, all the girls you matched with, did you doubt that someone didn't look like that?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
there's some filters.
There are some people where like you match and you start talking and you like look at their pictures again and you're just like, something doesn't add up here.
I feel like
Well, your pictures are really good pictures of you.
No, I feel like sometimes you have to be like the TSA.
I'm always flawless.
Oh, okay.
Jess.
You have to be like the TSA sometimes. You really have to kind of inspect the luggage. You have to inspect like are you carrying?
That's crazy.
No, it's true. It's like it's like you want to believe that every passenger on Tinder, every first date's gonna be like it's gonna be a good first date. Like you're not gonna have like animosity. You're not gonna have any problems. But there's some people who on Tinder, it's like. The luggage looks great. There doesn't seem to be a switch knife. There doesn't seem to be a gun inside this briefcase. But then you got to put it through an X-ray, and it's like sometimes during that X-ray, oops, you packed nail clippers. You didn't mean to, but you did, and they're here. So what are we gonna do?
Now that your paperwork missed your flight. Okay. Anyways,
missed your connecting flight.
In my experience, I went on a date with a Cavs coach once. Not the Cavs. He's in the 40s. Well, not the new one, but. Anyways, I went on a date with the Cavs coach once, who was like the 8th or 7th coach or whatever, and he walked walked in and stuff, he was 100 million times more attractive than his pictures. Mm-hmm. And I just was like, you got, first of all, if this is the case, you need to warn everybody, because I literally was like, I literally just like drooled the whole time.
Dude, like,
and didn't say anything.
I don't even know why I'm saying like, dude.
He asked me a question, and I was like, yeah, I went to Kent, and I'm like, that's a lie. I did not. I was like, why did I say that? Why did I say that? I was just like,
but like, I love when
so
someone
bad.
like, you're like, oh, they look like pretty decent, attractive, and then you see them in person, you're like you're like blown back.
Every
you're
guy
like,
has
you're
been
like
more
on Space
attractive
Mountain.
than their pictures that I've been on a date with.
Really?
Yeah, every single one. And I'm just like, and well, there was one time, this one guy, actually, he looked a little like too skinny in his pictures. Yeah. And then I met him, I was like, oh, phew. I was like, all right. Like, he was like a little bit more, too. Not like, but.
You're like, oh my God, he's lean.
No.
Rough. I hate lean
He's
people.
average on the body scale. Shoot.
No, but it's just like, I don't know. If you're a girl that has like a little bit more to you, makes you feel a little bit weird.
No, I'm all about that.
I'm all about like.
I need a girl who looks like she can eat a fucking sandwich. Like,
I've always been a firm believer.
She's just like, she brings her own KFC the first date. You're like, ooh, I'm a wife.
I'm a firm believer.
I'm a wife.
Like, if she shows up looking like she had a nice breakfast and lunch and we're getting dinner, I'm like.
If she's eating my plate, I'm like,
ooh,
baby, I
it's
need to
not
change
that
my
she's
shorts.
Do you want those fries? Yes, you can have those fries. But
it's
like,
not
to me,
that
it's like
she's
if
like
you
big.
No,
it's
I
that
know.
she's
like you have bulk to you.
Got
like,
a little something for me to
Yeah.
bite on.
I've always had a
I mean?
standard. It's like, okay, well, if I were to like accidentally like slam you into this dresser,
Oh
would you break a bone? Or like if you, going off of that,
wearing a leather
if
mask.
if you got hit by a car, would you die?
Oh my! Yeah, everybody would probably die.
No, I mean like a casual thing, but I feel like skinny
Casually get hit
But
by
I
a
feel
car.
like
Get up and you're like,
skinny people would not survive like a 50-mile-per-hour car crash.
How do you think I would die if I got hit by a car?
You have a little arm muscle. I feel like you might be able to like push yourself up on the hood of the car
Guys,
and like
this is so
flip back.
unrealistic.
No,
Like,
no,
okay.
it's not. 1 in
Like-
7 Ohio drivers should not have their license, according to Plain
I
Dealer.
should not. I should not. I
The way I
want
do-
to live in a
sometimes
city
the
for
way
that
I do
reason.
some turns, it's a little
It's so
vicious.
bad. It's
But
so
like,
bad.
no, what I'm saying is like for you, Matt Hribar, am I too skinny?
I mean, wait, is this like a hypothetical?
No,
Yeah.
like, would you?
Yes.
Would you
No, like
bang
someone
him?
with like my body type.
Not what I would say is
That's
like
what I'm saying.
A-list.
Like I'm too skinny for myself, honestly.
You're
don't
like.
put that on
I
your
mean, you're not
stuff.
like
No,
not
no,
attractive.
no.
I like me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like me. It's like, but if I was like looking for someone,
Oh,
I'd
like
just be
if
like,
you were a girl, you wouldn't bang you.
yeah, no, I would not bang someone that looked like me. No, I like a little thigh.
Yes, thigh
You
is
like
so
that,
important.
That slapping.
I need a little something to grab onto.
Yes.
What's wrong
I need
with
someone who
that?
can survive the car crash.
No, I get
That's
it.
what
No,
I
get
need.
it. I'll never forget the one time in like Chicago. I like went home with somebody and he was attractive and stuff, but he was just like so thin that I was like so dry.
I'm not against.
I felt
listen,
so bad.
I am not
I felt
against.
so bad,
not
'cause it
against
was
thin
fine.
people. Like if
No,
if
no, no,
like if you look like we would get along, I would maybe swipe right on you.
Everybody's been
But-
thin.
But
No,
to me,
yeah,
like
it's
just
not that I'm against thin people. It's just
like-
like if I'm judging you, like
There's too skinny and too fat. Like
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about
like
here.
I'm a
It's not-
bulky guy. Like
yeah.
I am not by
Yeah,
any
but I
means.
wouldn't be like, oh, like I wouldn't describe you like, oh, yeah, like Matt, fat white guy. Like that would not be the
Yeah.
sentence.
No, I
used,
agree, and I
type of
wouldn't
thing.
say. Oh, that skinny willow
No,
tree.
I would be, like,
you
tall.
know. I mean, Rusty, the skinny willow tree.
God damn it.
I know. I'm trying my best, but
We should
no,
just make a
it's-
certain sound for whenever you say my like actual name.
She'd be like, shh.
Yeah.
Oh, I have snapped with people who are like, well, I want to snap with you or whatever. You're pretty, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, I was like, I don't have black eyelashes. All of my pictures, my eyelashes are black. I was like, you have to understand, they are clear.
Yeah.
So and stuff, and they're like, okay, and stuff. They're like, you don't look that much different. I'm like, I look so different. I know that.
See, I think that might be like a you thing though. Like not necessarily just a you thing, but like a personal thing. Like you think you look a lot different. Like that's just kind of like you thinking you look a lot different as opposed to like I don't know.
understand what girls look so different that you're like, no.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying. Like I
you
don't
can
think any
use
girls look
filter and
that
Photoshop
different.
to just.
Well, what I'm saying is like there are things that you can hide
Yeah.
with your pictures on Tinder. Like, oh, all of my pictures are from the one side. Oh,
Okay.
All of my pictures are from the shoulders up. Oh, like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that's why, like, I'm not saying, like, this girl, it's like, oh, this girl actually has this massive nose that you can't, no, it's not.
I love a good massive nose.
We're both just like Matt Hribar.
Yummy.
I like strong features on faces though.
Oh, I do love like very
strong,
like
like
defined.
Here's a question, kind of related. When you're like kissing somebody, okay, no, I'm serious. Like when you're kissing somebody, where are your hands?
Oh, that depends on the kiss.
Are you kissing with which lips? I'm just kidding.
Right?
Okay, I feel like that needs to be bleeped out. Like, you didn't say anything that was swearing, but, like, you did say some things that were implied. Is it like a casual kiss? Is it like we're, like, really kissing?
Like, you're, like, intimately kissing
making out.
someone.
We're making out.
Are you standing or sitting?
Standing.
Or laying?
Because my right hand's always, like,
Might go on the
face.
waist.
I have no idea. I would think mine are like.
If they're like really tall, sometimes I feel like I have to like catch them by the neck.
Like,
no, I would
I'm
never
like
pull you down.
back of head, like I'm like
yeah, that's probably
like a little
that's
like right hand back of head. I don't know. It's just like a thing I do.
No,
and, like somebody's pointed
it
out to me, and I was like, I've never realized I did that.
You know what? I'm gonna have to start taking like almost like a survey.
I'm not a freshman in college anymore. You can't do that to me.
That's like the alarm. That's like my new alarm. But oh my gosh, I don't know. That's interesting. Would you say that would be a Tinder red flag? Would be someone who would like
push your head down? Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
especially on a first date.
So I guess if we had to summarize like what to do, because we talked about like what not to do. What to do?
Just be yourself. Don't try too hard.
Okay, you need manners though.
That's very true. Some people don't know
especially in the beginning.
Manners.
Because I'm a savage and I would never put all of that out on a date. Like I'll like try to probe it, and then you can tell immediately and stuff.
I don't like eating on dates because I eat like I have to go somewhere. Like I eat like a single mother who's trying to like eat during a lunch break when she's supposed to pick up her kid from daycare. Like that's like how I eat. Like I'm like I eat like it's like Olympics.
See, I think I've mastered the dating, like the date eating, where like you take a bite, you chew.
When they're talking, you eat.
Yeah, you chew.
I can't do that. I'm like,
but then like it takes you like the whole like 45 minutes to an hour to like eat your whole meal.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know.
Depending on how hungry you are.
Yeah.
But that's like a weakness of mine. It's just like I got things to do. I got a place to be. That's why it's very hard for me to like sit down at a date function.
Well, if you're interested in them, then it's probably hopefully easier.
Yeah.
See, I find it harder if I am interested in them because I want to talk more. Like I want to speak with you more.
There are times where like their plate is like they're like licking their plate, and I'm just like have all my food and stuff.
They're
just like,
licking the plate.
Like
oh
nervous
my God.
sometimes.
Oh yeah, I can't eat when I'm nervous.
But I can drink.
Really?
So.
I can drink.
Oh,
no,
I've
suggested like Los Arcos. I've suggested places where it's like, dude, I can get a happy hour and like that'll call me like take a nudge off.
Going to bars on dates. It's
the perfect, I've tried to be
because it takes both your edge off.
It does.
Yeah, I get that too. But also, I went through a phase where I was like, oh, I'm not gonna drink on dates. Like I should be able to just warm up and be myself. And they've never happened.
See, like, I wouldn't say like I even need to like catch a buzz, but like just like one beer, just beer
good.
will just like take my edge right off. Like I'll be like, okay.
Well, actually, to kind of close this off, while we were sitting here, I got super liked on Tinder.
Really?
And so I'm
Can we all judge before you swipe? Jess and I both get to evaluate.
Wait a minute. Who is it? No. Wait, I think I have to go through some people real quick. No.
It takes a while.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Come on, you gotta give it to us. Let's go.
Okay, listen.
I hope we
don't know.
The
main problem. Do you want to know what the first thing I saw?
Give it to us. Let us see first.
No. Let me. Okay.
We should all
let us see first.
Take a seat. This is like kind of weird that this happened.
Okay.
No, listen.
91 miles away.
That is the first thing that I was like 91 miles. How did you come up like?
I always feel like the most attractive or the furthest
person.
This picture got like pimples.
No, really.
Who cares?
Look.
What's wrong with pimples?
That is a very good
if
kind
you
of way
okay.
to...
He's just letting you know I have pimples.
Well, here's the thing. Like that's like acne and like.
Let me see.
No, like, and I think that's like something, I don't know, that's like a personal care thing.
See.
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay, I did swipe,
personal
but
care
listen.
thing.
Here's why. I'm intrigued.
You
I'm
can
intrigued.
have bad acne issues, but you can do something about it.
Yeah, but
I have
still
like
happen.
acne. Yeah, I'm not really.
It still happens.
Listen.
Are you worried about what his back looks like? Is that
Yeah.
what this is? Okay. Because I don't have acne.
Listen.
Sometimes I have face acne.
I did swipe right because
It's not that bad.
I'm very intrigued. You know what I mean? You're not even 1 mile away. Why? I'm not interested.
Maybe he's on vacation.
To see your.
Oh, please don't use the word hell ever again.
I use the term all
That's
the
being
time.
bleeped out.
hilarious.
That term is being bleeped
I
out.
thought
It's
you were
not a
talking
dirty
about your
term.
like I use.
That is also being bleeped out. But I don't know. So is there
That's
anything?
gonna sound hilarious. He wants to hear beep. I always say beep. Oh, I thought he was talking about beep.
It's literally gonna be a whole string.
I feel like there's more to talk about with this topic, but I'm trying to think of something.
Any other highlights? Because we covered a lot today. I'm very proud.
I've had a lot of really good first dates, but that doesn't mean I always want to do them again.
See, I don't like. I've had good first dates, but then like I get home and I'm just like, eh.
Really? I felt that way.
You know what the weirdest one was? I thought there was a mutual thing for a second date, and the person seemed actually more excited than I did about the second date.
Aww.
And then I got a text message the next day saying, "Hey, like I don't want to be like lying to you. Like I don't see us doing it going forward as like romantically." And I was like, weird. Like it wasn't like a bummer. Like I wasn't like, oh no, but like I was like, oh, like you kind of miss.
Out, though. A little bit.
To me, it's like and then
it goes
takes
away
a lot
after the
to
next
kind
match
of
rolls in.
right.
Yeah.
But it was just interesting. It was kind of like, oh, okay, well, you know, I misread that situation.
Well, I hate when you've been on like a slew of like bad dates and then you have a really good one, and
you get so
then
hyped.
and then you get hyped for that second one and it's like too much probably, and they're probably like whoa, and it's like they just don't understand what I've like been through till this point. And
sometimes when you hit that gold, you're like, oh.
See, that's my thing. Like when I went on all those dates in a row, like I was like.
Were you not ingesting it?
Well, like I don't think that I just think that it was. Sorry, I just think that I was like not. I was like almost desensitized to dates at that point.
Yeah, there's a point where you kind of just go and you just do it and you just don't know.
Well, see,
you're on autopilot.
That's what I mean. Like I got desensitized to dates,
dating.
And like I needed to like wait a while before I could go on a date again.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Like, or sometimes it's just like sometimes you just like see right through people after you get used to a type.
Good
point.
Let's see what my Tinder looks like right now. I'm very intrigued. I haven't been on in a long time.
Okay, I have a thing. So with Bumble, when you extend time, because sometimes I'll get wasted. Okay, I've trained myself not to swipe on Tinder anymore if I'm drunk, because you have to go through an unmatch, and that takes forever. So on Bumble, the beauty of the 24-hour rule is like I'm just like, oh, I don't even care. Like it's just gonna go away in 24 hours. And but sometimes you have the people who like extend the time, and so then you're like, maybe, and then you'll give it a shot. And I feel like those dates either go like phenomenally well when you talk to somebody who extends the time versus just a normal match.
I don't like. I've never extended time on Bumble.
Really?
No.
Why?
There just hasn't anyone been.
I feel like if you don't want to message me, you're not gonna.
Sometimes when people have extended the time, I've been like, I've said hi, or sometimes I'm like, oh, I forgot to unmatch you. Like sometimes that happens too.
I think we should all pull up our Tinder, like close the app.
Tinder?
Close the app.
Why can't we do Bumble?
No, close the app.
Okay.
Pull it up and super like the first person that comes up.
All right, deal.
Oh no, the problem is I'm out of matches, potential matches.
Well, up your.
I am not gonna up my radius. My radius is already so large. It's like 30 miles.
Oh, mine's 35 at least.
Oh, okay.
I don't want somebody. Oh, here's a good question. Here's a good question. I don't like dating.
She goes to CSU.
No, she goes to your school.
Oh, you go to CSU. Ah!
I did.
No, literally, you should open and be like,
hold on. I'll
hey,
pull mine out.
fellow
It's gonna be bad.
classmates.
I did
it's
it.
always
We'll
the
see.
first person's hideous. Sean 23.
Wait, let me
Post
see.
University.
Let me see.
Oh, I didn't even go through his pictures yet. Oh my gosh. He has nice lips though. Hold on. I'll wait.
Those lips, what them lips do.
I wasn't upset.
I didn't even go through the pictures. You got to go through your pictures. Did you match right away?
Wait,
no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's already
okay.
off.
Oh, okay.
No,
so it's
I didn't
offered.
match
They have
right
to
away.
accept it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Alright, we'll see how long
I
if
wasn't
it comes
upset,
back up.
actually. Like, the first picture, I was like, but then as I scrolled through, I was like, oh,
pick up steam.
Okay.
It was going somewhere.
She had a bio though, and I didn't read it. But
hey, when that super match comes in, you can be like, oh.
Oh, he came back up. That's weird.
What?
He came back up. The person I super liked.
Why does it look like Why does it look like an Usher album cover?
Swipe right.
Okay. We made it!
Hey, so you know what? It's a good ending. It's a good ending.
I should go through his pictures.
While the first date sometimes kind of they hit her.
What if
they
we get
can
married?
Hit her. Oh.
No, I don't think so. He's 4 miles away.
Oh.
He's gonna be like finding my address real soon or something.
If you're a registered voter, you could be.
Say, good thing you live with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
What if he comes into the house and just sees me and Matt chilling there? Like,
oh.
He's like, all right, bye.
Deuces.
And you just like flash him.
So what's up, fam?
I have one more question.
She has a question.
What is how far you are willing to travel?
Honestly, this sounds terrible, but like if it's like more than 7 miles, I'm like, ugh.
Wow. Matt's like, if you're not in my bathroom, I don't know.
Like if you're not like down the street. Well, no, I mean it's just I don't like driving. I don't like driving.
Well,
I'll admit it.
I don't want somebody who could always be around. Like I want like
no,
a
I know what
good
you mean.
30 minutes,
I just hate driving. I just hate driving.
I think 20 miles. I think my radius is set at 35.
Yeah,
I'm set
like
at 30, 35 too.
That's not that far though.
I'm chilling. But Rusty, Jeezy J, it's been another great episode with the two of you. I love having you on. So we'll have to catch up next time about these super matches and these likes.
Super matches.
Honestly, this is like I would not be upset if she liked me back. I'd probably send her a message, and I haven't messaged someone on Tinder in a long time.
All right.
Oh, a little love in the air with Rusty over there.
This person is fake.
Let me see. I doubt it. Okay. She's just good at she's good at makeup. She's just good at makeup.
She's not.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next.
Why is your radius 18 years old? Get rid of that.
Okay, we'll get rid of it.
I'm sorry.
You are very adamant about that.
Yeah, guys, you're old now. You're older.
Okay, I'm not an old dog, but
21 and up.
Thank you.
Please.
Anyway, we'll see you next week for another edition of the Gamut Report with Matt Hribar, and it'll be just as good, if not just as juicy as today has been.
Woo.
So, thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Adios.
Bye.
Catch all the episodes of the Gamut Report on matthribar.weebly.com and follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Hribar, Hribbstar. Have a great one.